There's a moment in some relationships that no one talks about. It's not a fight. It's not a breakup. It's the moment you realize you've stopped explaining how you feel, because it never changes anything. Welcome to Story Seed, where simple stories grow into powerful life lessons. Emma didn't feel unloved. She felt ignored, and somehow that hurt more. Her partner wasn't cruel. They weren't distant on purpose. Nothing was obviously wrong, which made it harder to explain what was missing. They still laughed sometimes. They still shared meals. They still asked, "How was your day?" But the answers had become automatic. Fine. Busy. Same as usual. Emma noticed when it started. She would talk, and the response would come seconds too late. A nod without eye contact. A yeah while looking at a phone. Advice when she only wanted understanding. So she shortened her stories. Then she stopped sharing certain things. Then she stopped sharing altogether. Not because she didn't care, but because repeating yourself feels like begging to be heard. She told herself this was normal, that this is what long-term relationships look like. Comfortable, quiet, predictable. But late at night, lying next to someone who was asleep, Emma felt something heavy in her chest. She missed being chosen in conversations, missed being listened to without fighting for attention, missed the version of herself who spoke freely. Emma became quieter, easier, low maintenance, and people praised her for it. What they didn't see was how lonely that version of her felt. She stopped bringing up things that mattered, stopped asking questions she already knew the answer to, stopped expecting emotional presence. Because expecting less hurts less until it doesn't. The breaking point wasn't dramatic. It was one sentence. She said something important, something personal, and the response was, "Oh, I didn't realize it mattered that much." That's when she understood. She had been slowly disappearing in front of someone she loved. That night, Emma cried quietly in the bathroom. Not out of anger, but because she felt invisible and didn't know when it happened. She asked herself a question she'd been avoiding. When did I decide my feelings were inconvenient? The answer was painful. She chose peace over honesty, comfort over connection, and so did her partner. Not out of malice, but out of habit. The next day, Emma did something uncomfortable. She spoke before rehearsing, before softening the truth. She said she felt unseen. She said she felt lonely in the relationship. She said she missed emotional closeness. The room went quiet. Not angry quiet, honest quiet. Some words hurt, some pauses felt heavy, but something real finally happened. They talked about the distance neither wanted to admit existed. Not every relationship survives that conversation. Some end, some change. But silence guarantees one thing: nothing improves. Emma learned something important. Relationships don't fall apart because people stop loving. They fall apart because people stop listening and stop speaking. If this story feels familiar, it doesn't mean your relationship is broken. It means something needs attention. And if this made you reflect, consider subscribing to Story Seed, because the hardest truths in life are often the ones we feel first and say last.